Hello English learners, welcome to Let's Learn English. My name is Imam Matar and this lesson is about Theme 2, Unit 3, Teenage Friendships. Grade 11, Semester 1. First, let's start with the aims of this unit. By the end of this unit, students should be able to focus on adjectives describing personal qualities. They also should be able to use language associated with friendship. And now, let's get started. Unit 3, Teenage Friendship. Number 1, or Activity 1, friendships are extremely important to teenagers. Teens often think that their friends are only people in the world who can understand them. In groups, discuss these common teenage questions about friendship. Do you have a question of your own that you would like to discuss? And now, let me discuss with you each question. The first one says, I like my friends, but I don't always like what they do. What shall I do? For me, you have to advise or avoid them. So, you may need to advise their friends, or at the end, if you can't advise them, you may avoid them. Number 2, why do all my friendships seem to be changing? For me, I think you have to ask yourself first why your friends seem to be changing. If you find this answer, I think you could solve your problems. The third question, it says, I still like my old friends, but they aren't interested the same things as me anymore. What can I do? I think you have to ask yourself why they aren't interested in the same things as you anymore. You may need to change yourself to cope with them. The fourth question, how can I begin a new friendship with someone I like? For me, I think you may need to invite him to a meal or to work together or to do something together, even if you could play together. That could make your friendship strong. The last question, my parents don't like my friends. What can I do? I think you should ask your parents and sit with them. You ask them why they don't like your friends. Try to avoid things which disturb them. If you do this, they are gonna like your friends and you will solve your problem. And now, my students, it's your turn. Try to find answers to these questions. Pause the video and try to write your answers to these questions. Now, let's turn to Activity 2. Listen to an interview with Emily, a 17-year-old student at an international school in Muscat. Before you listen, read through the 5 questions below. As you listen, make notes in your exercise book to answer the questions. Discuss your answers with your group. As we do every listening question, we have to read the items carefully. So A, how important are Emily's friends to her? B, what qualities are important to her in a friend? C, does she have friends from other countries? If yes, which countries? D, What are the benefits of having friends from other cultures? A. Has she had difficulties because of having friends from other cultures? Now, let us listen to find answers to these questions. Then, pause the video to write your answers. At last, check your answers.
Listening 2.3.1.
How important are your friends to you, Emily?
Very important. My friends are the first people I ask about everything. Homework, social life, music, movies, books, and many other things. I don't think that anyone can make it through their teen years without a good circle of friends.
What qualities are important to you in a friend?
I think it's really important for friends to have similar interests and personalities. In addition, being loyal, dependable, and honest are extremely important.
Do you have friends from other countries? If so, which countries?
I go to an international school, so I have friends from all over the world. My closest friends here in Oman are from Lebanon, Afghanistan, and the UK.
What are the benefits of having friends from other cultures?
Well, it allows me to learn about other cultures and customs in a fun and informal way. And when I go to my friends' houses, it's great fun trying all the food from their different countries.
Have you experienced any difficulties in having friends from other cultures?
Never. There are sometimes differences in how strict our parents are, but this isn't a difficulty, it's just something we have to deal with.
Now, my dear friends, pause the video, try to answer these questions. Then, let's go back and check your answers. Here are the answers to these questions. Now, check your answers. Let's turn to the next activity. And now with activity 3 in groups, discuss the letter below to a problem page from a 16-year-old boy. Think of some possible reasons for this boy's problem. Dear counselor, I'm writing to you about a very worrying problem. I, I can't seem to maintain friendships. When I become friendly with another boy, it's okay at first, but then after a time, the other boy loses interest in me and doesn't talk to me anymore. Everyone in my class has a good circle of friends, but not me. I feel so lonely because when I have a problem, I don't have anyone to share it with. What can I do? Yours, Lonely. What advice would you give him? Choose one person from your group to present your advice to the rest of your class. Use the language of giving advice such as you should. Our advice is that a good idea would be to. We think the best thing for you to do is. My advice for this boy, I think you should talk to them and try to understand why they don't like you or even they don't talk to you. A good idea would be to change yourself and to cope with them. Now it's your turn. Try to find solution for the boy's problem. Let's read activity 4. Read the poem below written by a teenage girl, Hillary, to her best friend. Before you read it, think about these questions. What is the situation described in the poem? Why is it so hurtful? B. What do you think Hillary should do now? The poem is called Change by Hillary. I'm sorry that I said that. I know that it was wrong. I didn't want to hurt you. I've known you for so long. But I do mind that our friendship is shared by someone new. We've been best friends for ages. It was cool to be just two. You are closer than my family. We've hung out since grade 9. Now your new friend's always with you, and you seem to think that's fine. Perhaps that's just what happens, and I should feel okay, but I can't pretend I'm happy, so I won't come around today. Now pause the video and try to find answers to these questions. Then let's go back and check your answers. Now you can check your answers. What is the situation described in the poem? Why is it so hurtful? The situation is that Hillary felt sad and hurtful because her best friend doesn't care about her. Question B. What do you think Hillary should do now? For me, I think she should blame her friend and ask her why she changed. And ask her why she doesn't care about her. And now let's turn to your workbooks. And now, my dear students, open your workbooks on page number 20, Unit 3, Teenage Friendships, Activity 1. Read through the list of adjectives describing a person's qualities. In pairs or groups, decide if the word is a positive or a negative attribute. Write the adjective into the appropriate column. Choose 5 adjectives from each column and make sentences containing each one. Now let us understand each adjective. The first one is dependable. Dependable. The one who is dependable, you can depend on him. He is reliable, a strong person. Lazy. Lazy. Lazy, I think he is a very slow person. He does things or she does things slowly. Smart. Smart. Smart, it means elegant and clever. Hard-working. The one who works hard, he is called hard-working. Easy-going. Easy-going, he is a very quiet person. Impatient. It is the opposite of patient. Impatient is a person who always complains. Moody. Moody. Moody is changeable character. Sometimes he is angry, other times he is happy, so he is moody or bad-tempered. Sensitive. Sensitive. Sensitive, he is a delicate, vulnerable character. Thoughtful. Thoughtful. Thoughtful character, he is a reflective person who could think deeply. Cowardly, he is a person who is afraid to do easy things. Then grumpy is a furious or angry person. Selfish. Selfish is a person who likes himself more than anything else. Cheerful is a funny person. He always smiles. Silly. Silly, he is a foolish person. Dishonest is the opposite of honest. So dishonest, the one who cannot keep secrets or doesn't fulfill his promises. Loyal. Loyal is a faithful person. Now, take your time to answer these questions and sort these adjectives into positive attribute or negative attribute. Then let's go back and check your answers. Now pause the video and try to answer this question. So now we have got 8 positive attributes and 8 negative attributes. Let's turn to activity 2. Now with activity 2 in groups, read the 4 proverbs below about friendship. Discuss what you think they mean, then discuss questions A and B. The first one, a friend in need is a friend indeed. I think it means a friend is a person who could help you in difficult situations, not just in happy events. Make new friends and keep the old one. One is silver, the other is gold. If you make new friends, don't lose the old ones. You understand them very well. And as they say, old is gold. The third one is to have a friend, be a friend. So, if you like people to treat you in a good manner, you should do this first. And you should be a good friend to them first. The last one, a friend is one who walks in when others walk out. It means when you encounter difficulties, some nominal friends will walk away from you, but your genuine friends will offer help and support. So now let me ask you, do you prefer to have a wide circle of friends or one special friend? Give your reasons. B. What qualities do you consider important in a friend? For example, being able to listen, being able to keep a secret. So now take your time, pause the video and try to answer these questions. And now with activity 3, listen to 4 teenagers talking about their best friends. As you listen, fill in the information in the chart below. So you have got A, B, C, and D. Don't forget to read the questions carefully before listening. Now listen, then let's go back to check your answers.
Listening 2.3.2.
A. My best friend's name is Katie. I've known her since we were 4. She's really important to me because I can tell her all my secrets. You know, things I'd never be able to tell my parents. And she's always so cheerful.
B. I don't know what I would do without my best friend Ali. I have known him for 6 years. He's important to me because we do lots of things together, like sports. He's a great guy because he's always very dependable.
C. My best friend is called Claire. I've known her all my life. I think the most important thing to me is that she really listens when I talk to her about my problems. She's very thoughtful.
D. Best friend? That's easy. My best friend is my mobile phone. I've had it for a year, and I just couldn't live without it. It's important to me because it keeps me in touch with what's going on. It's good looking, smart, and cool.
So as you see the answers to these questions, for the first girl, the name of her best friend is Katie. She has known her best friend since they were 4 years old. Why her best friend is important? She said, I can tell her all my secrets. She is cheerful. The next one, his best friend is Ali. He has known him for 6 years old. And number three, he said, we do lots of things together, and he said he is dependable. The third person, she is Claire. She has known her all her life. She likes her because she listens to her carefully. She is thoughtful. And the last one, he likes his or his best friend, his mobile phone. He has known him or it for a year. He thinks that it keeps him in touch with the world around him. Moreover, it is good looking, smart, and cool. Now let's turn to activity 4. As you see in activity 4, you have got about 8 adjectives. You have to match these adjectives to the questions of activity 4. So you have got 8 adjectives and you have to fill in the blanks on activity 4. Read the questions carefully or the definitions of each word, then match them to these adjectives. Pause the video, then let's go back to check your answers. Here are the answers to this question. This is the end of our video today. I hope you could learn something about teenage friendships. If you like the video, don't forget to press like, subscribe, share. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.